Hi guys, this is a new kind of video format for me, but I decided I wanted to make this video because I used to spend a lot of time when I was growing up watching boyfriend tags of these girls and their boyfriends on YouTube, and I was always really jealous. And now I realized I do have a boyfriend. I have my own YouTube channel, so I'm doing this mostly for myself, but I really want you guys to get to know me better, get to know Rodrigo, Rod. So I put together a few questions. We put them in this gorgeous hat I have. I'm obsessed with it. Random questions in here. We'll take turns. Some are for us both to answer. Some are individual. And we'll have fun. But yeah, before we get started, Rod, tell the audience a little bit about you. Like 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Okay, I'll keep it quick. Hi, everyone. I'm Rod.
Rod and Rob.
I'm from Miami, Florida. I'm turning 26 soon, so I'm 25 right now. I went to school in North Carolina for college, and now I work in branding and marketing. I love photography. I go to the movies like 2 or 3 times a week, and I listen to a lot of music. So I think those are...
He loves outdoors.
Yeah, I love to hike. I do triathlons, and that's about it.
All right, so we're gonna answer some questions.
Who goes first?
I'll go first. The first question is a cool fact about one another. I'll start. Rod's first language is actually Spanish, which I think is really cool. Every time he's speaking Spanish on the phone, or when we go to certain restaurants, or whenever he needs to pull it out, I'm always shocked, and I'm like, how do you know how to do that? It baffles me. I almost didn't graduate college because I could not pass a language.
Okay, so my favorite fact about Rob, I don't know how this wasn't one of the first things that I knew about him or that he told me about himself, but Rob was or is actually a popular meme in 2016 or 2015.
Yeah, I wouldn't say popular.
Okay, whatever. But it was a viral meme that went around because Robbie's car basically blew up on the beach when...
Not basically.
It did.
Engulfed in flames.
Pictures that went all over, and it was like...
On the phone, actually with the police, and it says, Mom, I effed up.
Yeah.
In the moment, I didn't really love it because I actually look like Ellen DeGeneres in the photo. If I looked good in it, I think I would have tattooed it on me, but...
I love it.
Now, looking back, it's so funny. In the moment, I actually did think it was funny. No one got hurt. It was fine. I didn't have a car anymore. It was a car lease. The only repercussion was that I had to stop paying for my car lease. Yeah. So, and I didn't have a car to drive, but...
His nephew even recreated the picture and put it on a mug for him for Christmas one year. And it was the best.
It was a lot, but it's funny.
Next question. A favorite memory of us?
One of my favorite memories... This is actually when I knew I was actually in love with Rod. I don't know why this was a moment, but we went on a date to, what was it called? The Science Museum in San Francisco. Yeah. Shark exhibit. I really like sharks, and it happened to also be Halloween drag night, and I love drag queens too. So it's just super fun. And in San Francisco, where that museum is, there's a Ferris wheel and then a huge park, and there was this huge stage, and we just had a lot of fun. We're wandering around, and then we just laid on the stage, and it was the perfect temperature. It felt movie thing there, and I was very happy. Yeah, that one sticks out for me. And there was just a Ferris wheel spinning with the lights, very cinematic.
Sure. The one that comes right off the top of my head right now is Robbie was still living in Denver. I was visiting him from San Francisco, and a few days before I was going to leave back to San Francisco, Robbie and I decided to last minute buy tickets to a concert at Red Rocks. And when we got there, it was fine. We were just kind of in the back, minding our own business, just the two of us. And then all of a sudden, it literally started blizzarding.
We were seeing Dom Dalla.
It was an EDM, rave type concert. Really fun.
Back in the day.
Yeah. we have not gone to us. I don't think since, but not the point. It was literally just this downpour of snow, full blizzard. I'm from Miami. I've barely seen snow fall from the sky, let alone that. It was so fun. I feel like it was one of those things that I'm never going to forget about Robbie and I just being silly, and dancing.
We were not prepared for the weather.
We were not prepared for the weather. We were freezing. We were wet. Our shoes were soaked. But anyways, I love that.
Things that annoy each other the most. I would say I'm a very fast-paced person, and Rod is slow. It takes him 8 minutes to grab his phone and get out of the car. I'll be in the grocery store already checking out before he finds like the keys, his glasses, his wallet. But I swear I could be back home asleep before he makes it into the car. So it's not really that big of a deal, but
Seems like it's a big deal.
oh yeah, I'm so mad.
Things that annoy me about you.
I'm really annoying, so
Rob is like the most particular person I've ever met in my whole life. And it's actually really funny now that I first started dating and Rob had all these different things that I just needed to be aware of at all times. It was like the temperature of the house, the kinds of blankets that he likes.
I don't like soft.
He does not like soft blankets.
No.
It needs to be kind of like rough or have texture.
Yeah. I'm getting over that one kind of.
Okay. Like the conditions for Robbie to relax are so particular that it's just, that is probably, he can't just like sit on the couch.
No, I can't.
He can't just sit on the couch and watch a movie.
And I thought it made me really hard to love, but
I think it's hilarious 99.9% of the time. Now,
I would say like 80, 20.
80? Okay,
80,
sure.
20.
Where did we meet? All right.
Do you want me to answer?
Story time. Go, babe.
We met on a dating app. It's kind of funny because I had recently re-downloaded the apps and Rod was waiting for a bus to go to Aspen to visit his friend who was living there because flying direct to Aspen.
I was mad. I was so broke. And
yeah, I mean, still, it's ridiculous. So he was waiting for the bus. He was contemplating if he was going to move to Denver.
I wanted to check out the scene.
Yeah. He was like, is there some hotties here for me? And I'll move here. And I saw him. It was his photo. I remember it. Shoulder length hair on a boat. Looked super friendly. And he was like, oh, I don't actually live here. And I was like, bummer. I'll still take some attention. We kind of texted. The people in Colorado weren't doing it for me. No offense. And it was kind of just a nice, casual, chatty, getting to know each other thing. And then I actually broke my wrist. Was in the hospital. I did it this back when I drank. I was drunk. And I decided to call him up. It was late at night. And he actually picked up, talked to me, chatted with me. And he had a trip planned to Vegas. It was like, I'll just stop in Colorado on the way back and we'll meet.
Yeah.
And it actually is really cool. His friend who lived in Aspen, a room in our house opened up. We both worked remote. So he ended up moving into that room in Aspen and then we would flip-flop. So our love story originates in Aspen, fall in Aspen, which is crazy. Going on hikes, camping there, going on walks in Aspen. Cool scenario that we were able to fall in love in Aspen.
Yeah.
I love that.
Favorite things to do together?
Actually, my favorite is going to Malibu with the dogs, especially on like a cold, foggy morning, and sometimes we end up swimming. I love that. Our dogs love the beach. It's so cute. I mean, Monty's a little afraid of the water, but some days he's not. Diego will just run into the ocean.
He's fearless.
Eat the sand, get rocks, find crabs, chase the birds. Oh, yeah, I think that's my favorite. That's why we're in California.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing to do. It's simple, but
yeah, I feel like my favorite thing to do with Rob is literally plopping on the couch any day of the week. And we often we like cycle through different shows. So right now we're watching RuPaul's All Stars. We're always watching some form of RuPaul. I feel like I don't want to say I was uncultured, but like I was not exposed to a lot of like the fun pop culture things that
I had never seen like She's a Man or any of those kind of movies when we first met. I'm doing God's work over here.
Yeah. So I love it. It's really fun. We just sit on the couch, our dogs cuddle us, and we just laugh and cuddle and eat a lot of sweets and eat a lot of sweets and popcorn.
I took all these from old Tumblr posts, old Pinterest things, because I think that's where they originated. Next one is good advice you've gotten from each other. Diego stole a sticky note, so you answer while I go grab that.
All right. So Robbie, really recently, actually, I was struggling with how I was prioritizing my time and what I was devoting myself to. And like I said in the beginning, I love working on my creative stuff, whether it's my photography, writing, different things. And I just felt that I wasn't being fulfilled by spending my time my free time in the right ways. And Robbie just really helped me think through that. And yes, for things to change, they have to stay the same. And
feeling the same and doing the same things, and you can't expect, I guess it's like you can't expect a different outcome from just doing the same things.
Yeah.
So I feel like,
but at the same time, it's like you need to experience something for long enough to know, to have like an impetus for change, to push you to actually,
it's personal,
make a choice. Yeah. To do something differently.
That relates to a lot of things that have occurred in my life, whether it's even when I went through my whole journey of weight loss or my sobriety. It took me years and years of being upset because of my drinking or not feeling good that I'm not healthy for the change to happen. So constant feeling the same way, push to this change. And he was doing the same stuff and feeling the same way. So I was like, all right, so change it up a bit.
Yeah, and he's very patient. I sometimes have these moments where I'm like, I need to be more creative. Please help me.
So advice Rod always gives me and reminds me is not everyone is like me in the sense I'm a person who can do a lot in a day. I wake up and I don't sit until I go to bed. A list of chores is heaven to me. And I have trouble understanding that not everyone can do that. I don't know how I can do that, and I pay for it. Sometimes there's days where I'm like, I can't move. But sometimes I get upset when he's not game to do it with me, and I have to remember I can't expect everyone to have this crazy energy that I have.
It's a double-edged sword, right?
Yeah.
On a lot of days, it's the most incredible thing about him. He's like literally superhuman, and sometimes it's like, all right,
I need to stop.
You need to slow down. Not stop, but slow down at the very least.
Yeah. So that's good advice.
What are each other's favorite movies? I love this question.
Well, Rod has so many.
So many.
He's a big movie
So does he.
person.
Every time we want to watch a movie together, Rob's like, this is my favorite movie ever. And he said that to me. What?
Okay, favorite of that genre, of that.
They're all the same genre.
No.
They're all the same. All right.
Okay. Raj, I would say Arrival.
Easy money. Best movie ever.
Arrival.
Rod be on
Avatar. Way of Water.
There you go.
He loved that. I haven't seen it yet. Dune. You love Dune.
Lady Bird.
Lady Bird.
Call Me by, like, just.
Okay, he likes.
I love the heart-wrenching films that leave me with so much to think about. Follow me on Letterboxd.
Okay. I'll link it below.
Who is Rod P?
He goes very often. And you can get a taste of what we end up watching while we're rotting on the couch. It varies a lot.
We just watched Dumb and Dumber.
Hairspray.
Rob's favorite movie? Riding in Cars with Boys.
Love that movie. Drew Barrymore is like my favorite ever. Drew, please watch this. I have the car you driving that movie tattooed on me. I don't know. I love that movie. So good with Brittany Murphy, Queen. So good.
Kill Bill.
Loves
Kill Bill.
I could watch Kill Bill on repeat.
Okay.
Comedy. I have it tattooed on me too. Hot chick.
Yeah.
So good.
Any relationship advice you would share?
I have two. Can I do two?
Sure.
You have to be yourself up front with no filter from the day you meet someone. Because I see this happening. You know that whole, should I wait to text? Should I wait to do this? What should I wear? Who should I say this? Should I pretend I like this? Should I eat this food? No, be yourself 100% through the whole thing, because like he was saying, I'm particular. I do this. I don't want to be someone who's not like that for the first month, and then he's not trapped, but we're together, and then I come out and I'm like, hey, I'm actually crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I actually don't like that food you took me to. I actually don't like that movie we watched. I don't like the music you've been playing. I don't, or whatever. It's like, be yourself from day one, or that's what happens. It's like, you don't care when they ignore you for 3 days and you respond right away. No, be like, why didn't you respond to me? I don't know. Because then in a month, when you're together or so, and then you get upset, they're going to be like, oh, well, I just was able to do this for the past month. Why now? You're not that chill person I was talking to before. So just don't be chill. Maybe that's advice. I have zero chill. My other one would be, I think, obviously, being attracted to the person, loving their humor is so important. But I think having similar goals, it doesn't have to be same goals, but we both value travel. We value family. We value creativity. We value personal growth. Not dating someone that I know is like, when we get more successful, he's going to go out and buy Range Rovers and waste all our money and go out and party. And that's just never been something we care about.
My advice, I think they're two sides of the same coin. I think similar to what Robbie was saying, doesn't necessarily have to be someone that is 100% aligned with the things that you want to do, but finding someone that the end goal is at least in the same orbit as you is really important. And the other one is kind of a little different though, is that I also think that you should find someone that challenges you. Like, I think Robbie consistently challenges me to be a better person, calls me out when I'm doing something that is just not the best for one another or for, you know, our dogs, our family, our future, whatever it is.
Again, back to my thing. I don't hold back. Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
and I think it's great. It's for my benefit. I think ultimately it makes me a better person. I think it's easier when you share those passions and those end goals with someone for them to also challenge you, because you're not coming
to understand where he's coming from too.
So he's able to understand what my end goal is, or what my passions are, what my desires are, what my dreams are.
It's a good one for Rod to answer, because I'm actually curious. That's why I threw this one in here.
Okay.
Your favorite tattoo of mine and your least favorite. I'm not asking. I don't give him room to have an opinion on my tattoos. That's another relationship advice. If he cared what tattoos I got on my body, then he's not the one for me. But I'm curious to know.
One that I love, he has when he broke his arm, he had surgery, and he has a huge scar on his wrist. And
it's hard to show, but
he got a teddy bear tattoo. It was Flash, right?
Kind of. Ricky, his name on Instagram is Ricky Sunshine. Great artist, but
yeah,
kind of customized.
Anyways, he like customized it, and it's a little teddy bear, and its arm is falling off, and it's on the other side of the scar, and the teddy. Anyways, I love that. I think it's like fits so perfectly with something permanent that's happened to his body, and then made it really cool. Oh, and then my other favorite is this one by Kyle England. The horses running right on his wrist. So sick.
That's one of my favorite.
With the jockeys. He has incredible taste, so it's very hard for me to find one that I don't like. Oh my god, maybe. Yeah. So Robbie, he has one on his leg that
I'm actually getting removed.
He's getting it removed. I actually got it for him for what? Was it Valentine's Day, Christmas? I don't know, whatever. I got it for him.
As a surprise.
As a surprise.
Well, not this specific tattoo. I chose it.
He chose the tattoo, but I paid for it. And as a gift.
And like made the appointment. So I'm getting it removed just light enough to cover it was something I like more. I think it's, again, me being control freak Virgo. When I get a tattoo, I'm usually planning a lot. Now, not so much. Because I found artists I just trust and I'll be like, make it look good. And I get a lot of flash versus my own idea. But this was early stages of my tattoo journey. And I didn't have time to think. I was like, okay, sure, I'll get this. I'm not even going to show it. It's not even worth it. But I think the tattoo's fine. But you don't like it because I don't like it, I guess.
Yeah.
He
just keeps getting them.
Is hunting these sticky notes.
All right, next question is first impressions of each other.
Okay, let me fix this. Hold on. The big baby's eating all the sticky notes.
All right, the next sticky is first impressions of each other.
I guess maybe not first, but I guess the first weekend. Because when we met, he was flying to see me, so we spent the whole weekend together. So it was kind of like a juggle. If we were going to like each other. And we did.
A juggle? Gamble.
A gamble. And we were going to like each other. And we clearly did, but I was shocked at how much he could talk. I'm usually the talker. In every situation, I need to work on it. I love to talk. He was out talking me. And I was like, I don't think I've ever met someone who could out talk me. Maybe a few. But I think that was my first impression of how talkative you were. And he's also really smart. My first impression was like, he's smart. He went to a really good college, studies hard, wants to go back to school, very academic. So my first impression was when he talks with an educational voice. Maybe not in this video, but I guess I was like, yeah, he's smart and talkative.
Smart and talkative. I like that. I'll take it.
And also his hair needed a cut. I think our second date, I gave him a haircut.
And it was the best haircut I ever got.
It was. I think. We need to bring it back. Should Rod go blonde?
No.
But yeah.
I can't. I love my brown hair. First impressions of Robbie. Well, when we matched, at first I was obsessed because he's like all-American boy, just so handsome. I mean, come on, look at that face.
I was not handsome then, so
To me, he was and is. But then when we met in person,
you're like, whoa, catfish.
no, so many things. I feel like Robbie's lived so many lives, and obviously we had been talking a lot at this point before we met, and we had talked on the phone, we had FaceTimed, we had been texting, but just in this one weekend, the amount of stories and life that Robbie has lived in, he's what, 8 months older than me? Not even. I'm like, how have you done all these things, lived through all these experiences?
ADHD.
And you're not even that much. Anyways, so that was crazy. And I just felt like he had so much rich experience to pull from, and definitely really mature and a good head on his shoulders. I was really taken by that.
Yeah, I think a benefit of being the youngest child of a big family is my oldest sister was 17 when I was born, so I kind of just went straight into all the fun stuff. I don't think I paused and just played with blocks. Instantly when I was a little kid, I was building forts with my siblings, climbing trees, playing, I don't know, doing big kid stuff.
Yeah.
And I would just always be the tag along. Even on vacations, they'd be like, all right, Robbie's doing it too. Yeah. I just got thrown into it.
And he's a good storyteller too, which I think is great, and made our first dates really enjoyable. All right, we're going to do our last question. It's really hopeful, forward-looking. It's the right way to end this video. So what's a goal that you have right now?
A goal of mine is, obviously I want to see where this takes me, the social media.
Oh.
Social media, modeling, all these ideas I have, because the goal really is, I don't know, I feel like I haven't been able to just chill. I want to go see my family. I'm far away from home, across the country. I've been back. I didn't go home for the holidays, because with this career, it's kind of like, I never know when a casting or a shoot's going to come up, and that's how I survive, how I pay rent. I make content about home, so I kind of have to be in my home. I think for the past 2.5, 3 years, I've really been focusing on getting healthy. I've lost over 60 pounds, and now it's the journey of getting stronger or maintaining that. And I've been fearful to leave home because I don't know.
You like your routine.
Yeah, I like my routine. So I want to get to a point where I can just like go home and sit and put my phone away, which is going to require working hard so I can save money. Even when we fly home, we take our dogs. They're an additional like $200 each way. It's a lot. It's a lot. So it's just daunting to me. So a goal of mine is to get myself to a position where it's not daunting. And I guess that's making money and feeling better about myself, I guess.
You know my goal.
Yeah.
I want to go back to school in the next year or so. So yeah, starting application processes soon and just hoping that everything lines up so I can get my master's and then keep on going. I love school. I love learning, and
both his parents are teachers, so yeah. I think
I caught the bug a little late, but hey,
yeah, you'd be a good teacher.
I want to be a professor. I want to teach kids that are like fully formed in their brains. But yeah, I don't know. I think that it's just like, it's a greater pursuit of committing my life to my creative practice and being artistic.
So tune in and see if we reach these goals. So subscribe for the journey. Comment questions. We could do another part if I can convince him to. No, he'll sit down. Yeah, ask away. Let us know if you like this. Happy almost Pride Month. Rod's birthday is the first day of Pride Month. So be yourself, love yourself, and hope you have a great rest of your day or night. Thank you for watching. It's time for us to make some dinner.
Ciao.